labels. We hear them all the time like resounding gongs ringing endlessly in our minds. In fact, they become so common. They're like designer tags only used to identify us. Just like Macy's, it's hard to avoid the clutter. We try to fight the waves but are quickly washed away. We're like captainless ships helplessly roaming around at the whims of an unforgiving sea. We're constantly judged by the color of our skin and the quality of our clothes versus the beauty of our hearts. And forgive me for getting angry, I just don't understand how every black man is a criminal or how every Christian is a homophobe, and pardon my bluntness, but I'm pretty sure not every Latino is a Mexican. And for heaven's sake, just because she likes black doesn't mean she's suicidal. You see, you're a living, breathing miracle. The chance that you are alive right now is 1 in a trillion. And if that isn't enough to get you to realize how insignificant labels really are, then allow me to try this. When you were conceived, 40 million cells raced for the chance of ovulating an egg in hopes of creating a human being. From the moment you were born, you evolved and adapted to your surroundings. You had to learn to walk and talk. You learned to defend yourself as you explored the beautiful world in which you lived. You had to learn how to deal with pain and loss, as well as love and joy. And as you progressed, your mind grew and your body changed. You began to learn who to love and who to trust. You started to learn from those around you. Eventually, you matured into a child. You started to become self-sufficient. You started to ask questions like why or why not, even though you didn't always understand the answers. When you were a child, you were unstoppable. You were a fireman 1 second and a super powerful Megatronic war machine the next. The world is beautiful and uncorrupt. Nothing was impossible. And unlike a computer that needs a programmer to explain everything in detail, you were content exploring the complexity around you. Then something happened. You were playing with your friends when all of a sudden your parents came and took you away. When you asked for an explanation, the only one they could give you was that they were black and you were white. And when you started to protest, they simply answered with no further questions. What about the day when you were playing in your backyard and you heard your parents yelling at each other? You ran into the room to find your mom on the floor and your father towering above her. Maybe it was even the friend who wouldn't stop even though it felt uncomfortable. Then all of a sudden, the world that once seemed so vibrant and full of life now seemed dark and unstable. You began to slowly change. You learned about racism, legalism, sexism, religion, and politics. And just like that, you became a label, perfectly packaged and mass-produced. This label began to dictate how you should live your life, how to dress, talk, walk, even what to do with your spare time, as long as you were in accordance with the highest pedigree of standards of your brand. You see, I happen to believe that labels shouldn't dictate who you are. In fact, I don't understand how the complexity of the neuropsychological system can be summarized into one word. You are who you are and nothing can change that. In fact, let me restate that. Trying to fit a human being into a man-made label is like trying to fit a camel through the eye of a needle. Yes, that's right, I said it, and I'm not afraid to claim it. Life is not ravioli with a set of instructions predetermined by your color. It's not an assembly line with quality controlled and predetermined regulations. Life is a winding road, a turbulent sky, and a stormy sea. And its control is fully in your hands. So allow me to step up and take the mic because I need to get this off my chest. There's a label I must claim, then let the label be humanity. Because through humanity, we are all intricately connected by our own complexities. It's not about your color, it's about your heart. Let love be your religion and adventure be your doctrine. And if some way, somehow you feel compelled to step down, remember you're amazingly indescribable and immensely incomprehensible. You are a star amongst a sea of darkness, a diamond among rocks, and an oasis in a desert. You were a winner amongst millions, an undefeated champion who was born to conquer the world around you. I guess what I'm trying to say is this. Don't let people's perceptions of you dictate who you are, because you are so much more than that.
I'm unique. I work hard. I'm not bipolar. I'm dope.
I am amazing.
I'm not disrespectful.
But I'm here.
I'm not heartless. I'm just wrong. I'm still strong. That's what it is.
Doesn't define me. This is important.
I'm not retarded, I'm smart. Welcome to the Bloody Pack. That's right, this is CEO Conquest. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was tons of fun to make. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can subscribe over here. Just press the little wolf right there. Yeah, just press the little wolf. Go ahead, you know you want to press the little wolf. Anyway, you can subscribe by pressing over here. You can also watch last week's video on this side right here, or the week before that down here. Also, guys, if you guys like where I'm going with this content, please leave me a comment below, and I promise you I will comment back. I always do. Also, share it with your friends and let them know to join the Bloody Pack, because this is all about achieving your dreams and achieving your goals. And last but not least, always remember to work with commitment, speak with conviction, live with compassion, and love without limits, because the world is yours for the taking.